So as of now, we concentrated only in XML part. So in XML, using linear, relative, table, and frame. Totally 4 layouts we discussed as of now. So today we'll take any one of the layout. On that layout, just will put one of the components like text view and button. Just I take 2 buttons now, 2 components. So based on these 2 components, for this, I want to write some action in a Java. What is that action? Like while clicking this button, I want to display some message. Like that kind of one sample, simple application will start with the Java today. So for that, here I'm creating one new project with the name of text view. So I'm taking this empty activity and I'm taking the application name as text example. Text example. So with Java only, I'm creating this. Okay, once this project has created, so this can be created by with constant layout, but I want to change that to linear layout. Then I want drag and drop 2 components. One is the text view, other one is the button. And then we'll add what are the properties as of now we discussed for those 2 components. Then we'll comes to Java class. In a Java class, first we'll see the what is the Java project structure and where you start the coding and what is the meaning of each line we will discuss in detail here. So I'm moving into this linear XML file. So in this XML file, it has created by constant layout, but I don't want this constant layout now. I'm changing this to linear layout. As already we discussed, this constant layout we will concentrate after a few days. Why? Because once you understand the concepts clearly on other layouts, we can go and we can discuss on those constant layout. So just I changed here as linear layout. Now within this, just I want to go for design. Here I want to drag and drop a text view. And then I want to drag and drop one button. So once I drag and drop these 2 components, what is the code has generated here? See. So in a linear layout, we discussed about the weight property. See, weight property as applied and it has created with a defaultly horizontal. If we won't give any orientation here, the default orientation is the horizontal, but I want these 2 buttons to be in a vertical. But why this has created like? Because of this weight property that has created like that. But I don't want like that. I'm removing the weight property for both button as well as the text. So right now, my design is like this. But I want this width as a match parent. So for both, I changed height as width for button as well as the text match parent. Now I want to apply the properties which we already learned. So right now, here it is displaying some text view. So this text view it is displaying. So instead of this text view, just I want to display my name. Okay, my name is displaying here. So, but my name here displaying, but it is touching the button as well as the top. So I want to give one property here that is margin. So margin 5 dp. In 4 sides, the margin as applied means 4 sides the space has created this. Then, so inside the component also I want some space, that is padding. Again, I'm giving the padding as 5 dp. See, previously the line, what is the line right now here it is displaying that is touching the text view, but right now it is not touching the text view. Okay, so now it is looking like this. Then I want some other properties. Like if, for example, just for the 1 minute you forgot about the sign right. Generally, everyone knows about MS Office. In MS Office, when I'm typing something text, there we will apply the text properties like lot of like bold, italic, size, etc. Like those here also we will apply those properties. See here. First, I am giving the text color. So text color, I'm applying something. Then I go and I change from here. My text color is like this. See, my text color has changed. Then I want text size. Okay, text size. Text size. So text size, I'm giving the 30 dp. Okay, 30 dp. So sorry, text size always will give in a SP, scale for pixels. When other components like we are giving the dps and all that width and all will give the in a dp. For only text we need to give the scale per pixels. Then so text all caps true. See, I added one property called text all caps true. Automatically it has capital until you give here all small also. See, if I give the all small, but here it is displaying the capital. This is the true. If you don't want that, it's a false. But if you don't want that, how you return? It should be like that. No need to apply this property. So because of this, just I'm putting this true. Then text size, color, font, like what are the other properties? So like I need that text should be center. So how we can arrange that center? Text alignment. So center. See, text alignment center. So basically these all are the properties we will apply for the text view. So can I apply the same properties for button? Yes, obviously yes. Just I copy and paste here. See, all properties here applicable for this. So here I'll add this as a click me. Just I'm adding the text as a click me. So these two properties for this button, here is the ID is the text view, for button ID is the button. So this properties here we applied here like this. Then now what we will do is, now the UI is aligned like this. So just first I want to run this application in my phone. So how can I run this in my phone? So already just I connected my phone. See here, Vivo. I'm running here. So last time already we installed one application called Visor. Means if you are in front of system, no need of Visor because we are in a remote location. That's why I'm opening this Visor so that you can able to see my phone here. So because of that, I opened here Visor. So here it is connecting my phone. This is my phone. So now still this is running. Once this Gradle has run, then we can able to see that application in phone. So meanwhile, just we'll move into the Java. So for this Java file, that is a main activity.java. We already discussed initially while we are creating a project. Automatically it can create two files. One is the XML file, other is the Java file. So that Java position also, here we have this Java folder. Within the Java folder, there is a package name, and the package name here is the Java file. Where Java file is here. So what is this Java file? So always the Java file name as extended by .java files. Just a minute, here I'll show the, see, always when you take any Java file, that Java file should be always it's a dot extended. See, if I want to store one Java file like this, you will always store like this. And what is the structure of Java file? So structure of Java file is like this. See here, I'll take this as an example, simple example. Here we have already. So the basic Java file structure is, first is the package. Then it's a import statements. Then class. So then class. So class followed by the methods or classes. Here either it may be methods or it may be classes. Like this. Always the Java structure should be like this. So what is package? Package is nothing but it's a set of classes together. Like here, while we are creating the project, we created one package. That package name called here com.AndroIndian.text example. This for naming conventions of the package name we already discussed. So the name coming into the naming conventions of Java file, it's always should be small letters separated by dot. At least it should be the minimum two separations. Like this, here we have com.android.text example. So here, see here, we are specifying this in which package your Java file. To identify this, it is here. And after this, here import statements. Import statement is nothing but which are already predefined libraries in a Java. So those import statements, if we use this, from there we are accessing all those properties. Like here, same, here we have already this, see here XMLNS, this already we discussed. So like the same tools and all, same like here we are using the some of the Java files which we are importing and which we are using that to use here this. So that is here imports. Then after that, here is the main class. So this main class here, main class followed by the method method followed by either it's a means main class followed by method or other class. That depends. That is until you can create a number of 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. Those many you can create here one by one. You can create here those many loops here. This, but that is what I written here. This is the in a Java structure. In a Java, it is very basic when we are writing the Java project. But same thing, if you comes to an Android, here we need to have same structure, but here the main activity means the main class. This is the class. Main activity is the name of our class. Means that is the Java file name. That must and should extends with app compact activity. What is this app compact activity? App compact activity is nothing but it's a predefined class here. Just hold the control key and mouse over. It says this. So this is here. Gradle Android X Compact 1.1 version. So this app extends the fragment activity. This means it has lot of internal methods which are already defined here. So means these many methods it has inbuilt. Means when you extend that, we can use those. Means don't confuse this. Why? Because by end of the course, whatever these methods are there, we'll use somewhere in a projects. Just for understanding purpose, I'm saying this. This is extended with this here. Even when without mouse, if you put a control mouse over, you can open that file. Else directly just mouse over, you can read about that particular file. See here. This is this app compact activity. This is a public class. So it extends fragment activity and implements this call compact callback. These are all the methods it implement. So what is the use of this? It has given below. See, using this action bar include the action items, navigations, modes, built in switching between the light and dark themes. Like these are all the uses of this specific activity. So extended activity. And after this main class or method, when you create, must and should, it should be the open and close brace. Within the open and close brace, we need to write whatever the functionalities, whatever the code you want to write, must and should you need to write within that particular brace itself. If you write something and outside of the brace, it cannot be executed. Means once that class, main class is executed, then what is the code is there within that particular brace, only that code only executed. So because of that, we need to write the code within this activity here. And then after this, it followed by one override method. Method here it is on create method. But how I'm saying this is a method, then that is a class. Simply here I can say public class main activity, public void on create, but not like that. Method means first letter would be lower, then from second word onwards, the first letter should be the capital. Method, no, in a Java, there is a rule. First letter of the first word is the small. From there, second word, third word, whatever, how many words are there? Those remaining words, first letter should be the capital. That is a simple identifier for the method and class. Each word, first letter should be the capital. See, main is one word, activity is one word. Here it is, A is capital, and here M is capital, like this. So then it is here create bundle saved instant state. Here it is a bundle again. See, this bundle is also predefined. This is also predefined. So here also we can able to get the all properties which are there in a bundle. Those we can access here. This like here. This is the. It's not editable. It has all properties we can able to access. This. Say this is. This many code, it is acceptable, but don't change anything on this file. So then what we are saying instantly, just you can start the on create method, means it can be executed that method. Then after that, see, as we discussed here in Android, there is XML. XML is the UI and Java is functionality. Java does not have any user interface. Not only in Android, if you are a Java developer also, if you want to create something view for your application in a web view, you will take the support of HTML, CSS, JavaScript or Angular, something like that. Here we are taking the support of XML. So that's why we are setting here set content view. We are setting some content view. What is that content view? R dot layout dot activity main. This is the view we are setting from there. R dot layout dot activity main. This is we are setting from there here. So now today our target is just see here. Now that application, I hope it is installed here. Text view, it is installed. Just I'm opening that application. See here. It is displaying like this. By clicking this, it is not performing anything. But now my target is, if I click this button, this my name should replace with your name. That is my intention. So how to do that? So when you want to perform an action for something, so first, what is the action I want to perform? For this particular button, I want to apply the action. So if you want to perform that action, the first step here, see here, clearly I'm writing for your understandable. I'm writing here is the step 1. So I'm declaring that button here, declaration of button. See here, by clicking this button, just I'm typed only few letters of this button, B-U-T, button, just type. Automatically that button has imported here. So if this button has imported, I can use anything else for this button. Else, see here, if I write manually here button, then space, then it says that by clicking the alt enter, it can this, see here, paste here, alt enter, automatically that can be here. Means I'm initializing I'm declaring the button here. Step 1 is declaration. I'm declaring the button. What declaration? So I'm declaring that this button already somewhere, I'm using that declaration. So button name, this name could be anything. You can give XYZ, you can give your name, you can give my name, whatever it is. That is your wish. Why? Because that is button, like simple. We all are the human beings, but we have some name, like you are female, I'm male. That is one identification, and apart from that, you have one name, I have one name. I'm also a human being, you are also a human being, but we have some names. Like this, for this particular button, we have the multiple buttons maybe in our application. Right now we are using one, but if we are going forward, we have multiple buttons. That name could be your wish, that you can define anything. But here, for the time being, this button, I'm giving the button only. Normally, when we are developing an application, how we will use button? This particular button I'm using for the login. I says that button underscore login or bt underscore login. Like that we will use. That terminology I'll tell you in after few days. So this is button. After this button, what I need here, step 2. What is my step 2? I want to identify that button. Means whatever the button I'm using, really that button present in your XML or not. That we need to confirm that. So what I'll do is this button means whatever name I define here, button dot find view by ID. Means what is how I can find that button? By this ID, whatever ID here we are defining, with this ID, I'm finding that button. So here I'll write this r dot ID dot. Say this is the button. See here. Button side of that, it is showing some value that is internally for that particular button. One ID has created. That ID is connecting internally to that XML. That we don't know yet, but that is internally connecting to that XML here. See button. Then this is done. Then after that, the next step here, step 3. So I want to apply action for this specific button. Step 3, specific button action. So what is the action? How we are applying this here? See, I'm clicking the button. So button dot set on click listener. I'm setting the on click listener, means while I'm touching that, I'm clicking the button action here. See, new on click listener. Just I'm taking this. See, once I take this, automatically this much of code as auto generated. See, I'll show you once again. So what I'll do is button dot set on click listener, and if within this I write new, then control space there, I'll selected this view dot on click listener. So then automatically it has created like this. Now button clicking is happening, but within this button clicking, I want to change the text of the text view, right? So then what I need here, step 4, again we need to declare the text view. Why? Because I want to use the text view here. So text view TV, just I'm defining the TV. Then here step 5 is step 5. Again, we need to identify that button is here or not. We need to identify that button is here or not. So TV dot set, TV equal to find view by ID. Find view by ID. That is r dot ID dot set text view. So that button is identified here. Then now step 6 here, I want to set a text for the specific button. Step 6. So TV dot set text. So what is the text here? When we are writing text here in a Java file, always it should be within this 2 braces. That means 2 columns. You can use must and should. You can use the within the this. You can write this. So I'm putting your name like this. So then I'm running this program. Means I'm compiling this program. See here. I'm running this program. How this will come. See, it's running, it's installing. Here it is showing the status is installing, launching this. So what happened, launched successful, but it has closed. So something is happened. So it is some error. So if your application has closed like this, then here is the logcat. Click on logcat. Here, lot of things are there here. Just you need to change to Vivo phone because we got in a Vivo phone. Here, see it is running, but here you can put this as an error. So error always start with the fatal exception main. So here you can filter this fatal exception main. So here it is saying that Java null pointer exception method overview widget button find view by ID int. So here button, okay. Here this is the button. So better we can change this button names to our names so that it should be easy, because sometimes it's a predefined buttons and all there, that maybe here it will confuse. So better always you can change your own name. So this we changed as a BT1, and this you changed as a TV1. So then again I'm running this application. It's a build running. Still it is. And create Java null pointer exception. Just a minute, I will compare here once. Okay, it's a typecasting needing typecast. We need to identify here. Okay, then it will come. So Android previous version, it is accepting what we've written here, but right now it's the latest version, it is not accepting. Now it will come, no problem. Yeah, now it came. So now just I'm clicking this button. See, the name has changed here. So one action again, I close this application. I close that application. Now I open from here. See, while opening this, there is a name, change it to different name. Like this, we are doing this. See, simple steps here. First step has to design your XML file. This already we know the properties. How, what are the based on the properties you can design here. After that, in a Java, here first, what is the components you want to use here? Those you can declare here. After declaration, initialize here, means you can find with reference of the ID. Then after that, apply the listener. Then again this text view declaration, text view finding, then set the text for this particular what this is. So this is a very simple basic one program for this. So based on these programs, first you can on priority, first tomorrow before the class, you can practice the same program. So based on that, we will go the next program. So that once you get the clarity on this exact program, you can get the more clarity on other programs. So with this, I'm closing session for today because just it's a Java first program. First, you can practice on this program. Based on that, we will go to the next programs. Okay.